Can you believe the holiday season is upon us? It's usually the most exciting time of the year for most people. But with those with endometriosis, it could be associated with anxiety, discomfort, and often a trigger for pain. I'm going to share with you some tips to help you navigate your holiday meals and help you stick to your endometriosis eating plan. So first up is plan your meals. If you've already identified your trigger foods, and you know what they are, try find alternatives and swaps and make them available at your meals. So for example, if the traditional stuffing made in a roast turkey or chicken is what sets you off because of the high FODMAP, onion, garlic, and breadcrumbs is what sets you off, then rather make an alternative such as a roast turkey or chicken marinated in olive oil, lemon juice, and herbs. Or for example, if cauliflower broccoli is what sets you up, avoid making or having any salads or vegetable dishes that contain this, and rather have vegetable dishes that are made of carrots, zucchini, bell peppers, or even spinach, which are your low FODMAP vegetables, which have less potential to create gas and bloating in your digestive system. Of course, it may not be as easy as that if you're eating out and you're going out most of the time. So speak to your host. Don't be afraid to talk to them. Talk to them, explain to them what your challenges are, and see if you guys can come together to have alternatives, or you can bring alternatives. So for example, if it's those rich, indulgent, sugary desserts that normally set you off, rather bring as a gift, as well as for your dessert, something like berries and dark chocolate. You can all enjoy that together, and it's still a sweet and enjoyable festive dish. So once you know what your plan is, you have eliminated or found your way around your trigger foods, and you have some swaps for your triggers, we have to think about how we eat and how the digestion process works. You do not want to swallow your food and have undigested particles sitting in your gut. That is an immediate trigger for bloating or distension, and often is what causes or might potentially lead to constipation and pain. So we want to maximize the digestive process and make it as efficient as possible, no matter what you're eating. And digestion starts in the mouth. Start with food, chewing your food. So don't forget, slow down, eat your meal, enjoy it, and chew it. It will have a much greater benefit to you than just wolfing down your meal. And when we say that, also don't forget that the environment in which you're eating, if there's a lot of anxiety, it affects our digestive enzymes, and they may also affect digestion. So be calm and enjoy your meal. And talking about making digestion more efficient, we really want to have small bits of food be put into our digestive system at short periods of time during the day. This overload of food is only going to increase the volume in your stomach and gut, creating the bigger potential for bloating and pain. So I would suggest don't avoid a meal or miss, for example, breakfast because you want to overeat later in the day. It's only counterproductive. Try stick to your regular eating pattern, having small little meals throughout the day, and try not to overindulge and keep to your suggested portion sizes. This will only benefit you because any huge amount of food in your gut in one period of time will set off a whole range of processes such as distension and bloating and make you uncomfortable. And with that, I also want to put in about hydration. We want to make sure that we are fully hydrated throughout the day. Even a slight amount of dehydration has the potential to cause constipation. But you don't want to overhydrate and drink too much at a time, because that's also going to affect the bloating as well as affect digestion. My suggestion would be to stick to water. I know it's a bit boring. If you find that a little bit too boring, then try and even have it or bring to your host or bring with you some fruit-infused water. But I would most certainly stay away from carbonated drinks, even sparkling waters, and also stay away from any high sugar drinks that are carbonated, which will not only create inflammation in the body, set off a whole lot of digestive issues, but will also create this bloating. Now, last but not least, and I'm sure that's what you've all been anticipating and wondering, what about the alcohol? What do you do with alcohol? My personal suggestion is where you can avoid it, avoid it. But if you can't and you would like to maybe have a few drinks just to get into the festivities, I would suggest sticking to 1 or 2 drinks per day, okay? Not per meal, but per day. Avoid your bloating, distension type alcohol beverages such as beer, cocktails, any mixers or carbonated, sugar-rich drinks, and shooters. Rather go for a dry wine, a red wine, or a white wine, or you could also do a spirit on the rocks and sip it throughout the day. Once again, having huge amounts in one go is also going to be counterproductive. And even though you think it might make you enjoy the festivities more, it potentially will actually just make you feel worse. So, on that note, I'd love to wish you a very happy festive season, especially one that is pain-free and bloat-free.